The thought of bike racing can be pretty daunting if you've never done this one before.
Yeah, about as daunting as that drop, mate. Anyway, we're going to tell you all about what you need to know for when you start bike racing.
First and foremost, you're going to need a race licence. You can get these by signing up with your national governing body. But you can also turn up to the race on the day and get a day licence. But I wouldn't recommend getting a day licence if you plan on doing a lot of racing, as they're going to turn out to be pretty expensive. So if you're watching from the UK, head over to British Cycling to get started.
The world of cycling is varied, and most of us think of road racing as a first discipline to try. However, these days, there are so many different disciplines that you can give a go. Gravel racing, BMX, cyclocross, ultra-endurance, grass track racing, the list really is endless. So, give it a good research, get out there and try what you think you'd like.
You want to set a firm date for your first race weeks in advance, because this will give you time to work on your training, even plan your travel, look at clothing and double check your equipment.
I always found the best place to look for races was on my national governing body's website. Now, races are split into categories, and in the beginning you'll start off in the lowest one. But as you race and progress, you'll gain points and move up through those categories, so be patient. In the beginning, find a race which is local to you, potentially on a closed circuit where you'll feel safer and more confident getting going.
Now, you don't need a fancy bike like this one to start racing. Any sort of bike will do. As long as the gears and the brakes work well and your tyres are nicely pumped up, you're good to go. We all have to start somewhere. I remember doing my first bike race on a second-hand hybrid bike, and I didn't even know how to change the gears.
You don't need a fancy cycling kit to race. All you need is a pair of cycling shorts and a jersey to help you fit in. But I would say the most important thing is getting yourself a helmet, because after all, safety is absolutely key. And why not thinking about getting some sports-specific glasses, because this will help stop getting any flies or grit getting in your eyes. But my top tip is making sure you're prepared the night before. You prepared, Connor? He's prepared.
Most bike races require you to pay an entry fee. You can usually pay online in advance, but if not, you can pay on the day. Just make sure to take some cash with you.
Now, when it comes to training, we would suggest you put in some before your event. I'm not saying you need to be super fit, but the more training you do, the better you'll be. I would also say, why not get involved with your local club or do some group rides on the weekends? This will give you those really essential skills when riding in a group. So when it comes to racing and you're in that big bunch, it won't feel completely alien. And then when it comes to preparation a couple of days before the event, I would always say, take a day off 2 days before the event. And then the day before the event, maybe do a 30-minute to a 45-minute ride, get those legs going, so when it comes to the race, it won't be a complete shock to the system. But try both, maybe have a rest day the day before the event and just see what works for you. Everyone's different after all.
Going to your first bike race alone can be pretty scary, so why not take one of your cycling mates with you? Being together will make the idea of racing a lot less daunting. You can even work together to make the racing easier for you. Come on, Connor, we're going to a bike race.
Coming, man, on. Hold on. I'm coming. Before the race, you should have a meeting with a commissaire who'll inform you of anything you need to watch out for as you're racing.
Excuse me, sir, where's the feed zone?
This will include the feed zone, for example, but it may also include any sprint laps or any potential hazards on course that you need to watch out for.
So if you're thinking about competing, then it's worth considering getting some sort of specialist cycle or personal insurance cover. Now, depending on where you live or what kind of events you do, will alter what kind of insurance you need. So make sure you have a good look around before totally committing.
So, I really do hope this video helped, and good luck with your future races.
Don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up.
I reckon I can scorpion under you like that.
Scorpion it.
Whack it how you want to.
It's good though, isn't it?